Alrighty, Reddit insanity, where people post the dumbest things they can possibly think of onto Reddit. I'm Michael.
I'm no way.
Let's start. All right, you ready for some Reddit?
Yep.
These are all from today. Oh no, consequences.
Oh no, the consequences of my own actions.
I actually found some good ones, so
Okay.
or somewhat good ones. We'll see how they go.
Oh man, my back. Okay.
Your back, your crack, everything.
What is it like? My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. Or no, what is it? My neck, my back. Fuck, I don't remember the actual line.
I don't either.
Fuck.
All right, so this person, there's a person that posted this, and somebody put on there, like with the tag, oh no, consequences. It's fucked up. So this person puts, we have been in Washington State for almost 8 months now, full-timers, and this place never stops raining. In 8 months, we have only probably seen the sun for 2 weeks only.
Fuck, I would love it if, like, cause where we live, right? Rain usually accompanies some other horrific stuff, but I just love some just nice rain. I want to sit down on my porch and like smoke my tobacco, and watch the rain in my wheelchair, in my like little rocking chair. Like it's good rain.
They also put, it's a beautiful state. If people say to me, well, it's green, and I'm like, yeah, well, that's because it never stops raining. This place has been so depressing, and I feel like I'm going through depression. We have a 280 square foot gray wolf, I'm assuming like camper, and I honestly can't wait to get out of this state. We come here to work our traveling business with our friends, and I don't know how they do it. We're from Cali, and we have never seen so much rain. Thanks for listening, though. But the person that responded to this put, oh, no consequences. You go to a rainforest area and it rains. Because Washington State is like a rainforest area.
Is it?
Yeah, it's technically considered a rainforest almost.
Okay. It's like a regular.
I think it's considered a temporal rainforest. So like northern style rainforest. Because they get so much rain. Like, that's the point.
Be nice, just live with the rain.
I fucking hate the rain. Now, if I didn't work where I work, I wouldn't mind it as much, but I fucking hate the rain. All right, this person, next one puts, let's see. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so this person puts, shaking my head, this one is short and sweet. I live in a small apartment building a few blocks north of Wrigley Field, where the Cubs play, and the season has, unfortunately, just begun. Our building has a small, private, unfenced lot for private residence parking, and due to our proximity to the ballpark, we are frequent targets of out-of-towners looking to park close to Wrigley Field for free. Most of us know better than to leave our spots during a ball game, but tonight, one of my neighbors had left his spot, only to find some jackass from out of town had parked in his spot. Well, unfortunately, the spot stealer was nowhere to be found in my neighborhood whenever my neighbor returned. And so, in a particularly inspired stroke of genius, my neighbor simply parked him in, where he couldn't get out.
Yeah.
Our lot is an odd diagonal block, which means my neighbor was able to pull up behind the spot stealer without his own SUV hanging out into the alley. It was tight, but it worked. Cut to several hours later. The Cubs game is over. Throngs of people are spilling out into the streets, and I'm at home getting some work done whenever I hear some particularly aggravated honking. My office looks out onto the back lot, elevated first floor, and I annoyingly ignored the first few honks, but after 15 minutes or so of this going on,
dang.
I went over to the window, opened it, and shouted at the car to quit honking. The spot stealer rolls down his window and gestures to the SUV blocking him in. Do you know whose car this is? He asks. No, but dude, you got to knock it off. There's kids sleeping. There were no kids.
Like, fuck damn kids.
There were no kids, but it's 10 p.m., and I'm deeply annoyed. And then I shut my window. Sure enough, no more honking, but I kept peeking out every few minutes. After about half an hour, I heard a car door slam, and I looked out to see the spot stealer and his girlfriend frustratedly leaving the car, look around in desperation, and eventually leave.
Oof.
Enjoy taking public transit back to Naperville and coming back in a $150 Uber for your car tomorrow, jackass. Hopefully, he's now learned that what happens whenever you park in a spot that isn't yours. Oh no, consequences.
Someone fucking writes, you're kind of like, ain't welcome around here on this shit windshield.
All right, next one is by, I didn't catch the name on that one. Well,
Probably Diddy.
Diddy did it.
Yeah.
The diddler. The post is this is somebody that caught a post, right?
Mhm.
It put, I hate my fucking apartment complex. They just towed my fucking car. I was parked in a handicap stop, which I park there all the time. I'm over it. $155? In the headline, non-handicapped person parks in handicap spot, gets towed. Oh no, consequences.
What can you do? Don't park in a handicap. You're not handicapped.
Exactly. What'd you expect was going to happen? All right, next one. I'm not sure why I'm posting this, but I probably want some validation as my life turned upside down recently. I, a 32-year-old male, was married to my wife, 33, for
14-year-old female.
Oh, no, that's the diddler.
That would completely change the whole trajectory of the story.
Yes, it would. For 4 years. So, yeah,
Oh, Lord.
as soon as you said it, it's like, oh, you don't want to say that. No. We don't want to go there.
It's like that fucking storyline in that Transformers movie with Mark Wahlberg,
Yeah.
where his daughter was dating some guy that was older than her by apparently enough age that they had to be pretending the Romeo and Juliet law, and the boyfriend had the law laminated in his wallet to tell people, like, if they ever asked him why they were dating, so because we had a pre-existing date back in high school, so then it's protected under the law. I'm like, look here, you fucking pedophile. If you need a fucking laminated little thing to somehow what's the word I'm looking for? Just justify, ow, that my back. Oh, that one bit me. Oh, to justify your morally wrong relationship.
Well, think about it, though. There's a lot of seniors that date freshmen.
That's exactly, yeah. So what happened?
Yeah.
She was a freshman. He was a senior. He aged out, and then they hooked back up later on, and it's like she's like much younger or something. It was so fucking weird.
Yeah.
It's like maybe she was 16, he was 20 or something, but it's like, come on, bro, you couldn't find someone your own age?
Apparently not. So, let's see. I was madly in love with my wife. She fell into depression mainly due to her job in 2022. I tried to support her in every way and suggested her going to a gym or doing any kind of sports to de-stress. I had my own depression episode before we got married, and what saved me...
That was his choices?
Well, what saved him is going to the gym.
No.
So it was like from experience saying, hey, I started working out and felt better, you know.
But you read a book, learn to paint, garden, but he's like, you should work out because you're fat as fuck. That's what I feel like he's trying to do.
She agreed to that, and we started going together.
Oh,
So, like, it's not even him saying go by yourself. He's going with her. I cannot go as frequently as in my past since I had a workload got heavier after my promotion. However, I tried my best to be there with her. She used to be a bit chubby,
I fucking knew it.
which I loved.
I love him. I love me some big girls.
I know. So I sent you that one, that little clip.
Yeah.
After seeing some changes with her body, she started to go there regularly. It also helped with her depression, and she got better. I was really happy to see her get better and livelier. She looked more confident, got more aggressive in bed, and so on.
God dang. My asshole hasn't been the same since.
However, after a while, that confidence level started to affect our relationship for worse. She started going to the parties and going outside to a point she completely stopped doing her share in the house. That proceeded with me seeing her getting flirty with a guy at a meetup we went to.
I'll never understand that. Like, I've been thin. Like, I've been as low as like 154 pounds.
Yeah.
I'm like fucking 280 now. And I've never changed my, like, I felt more
Personality.
confident, but I never became a fucking douchebag.
Right.
Like, so there's something about certain people that, like when they lose that type of weight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their real personality comes out and it's fucking terrible. It's like the same thing about, people getting rich.
Yeah.
Like, it changes them. No, it just shows.
No, it just shows who they really are. Like,
Because, like, my cousin was kind of like that. Like, he lost a few pounds and he became a douchebag. Then he got fat again. He's back to normal.
confidence went away real quick.
But it's not even confidence, it's like an arrogance,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's like confidence taken to the extreme. It's,
I guess. But I don't know. Like, it rubs me the wrong way. So now she's like, she fucking left me. She took the kids, the dog.
well, he put, I communicated my feelings with her and she dismissed these. After several of these, I had a sit down with her and she told me that she was riding high on her newfound confidence and emotions right now. I clearly stated that she not make decisions or actions according to that confidence right now and think it over. I know it well. Basically, I guess after he lost weight too, he kind of had that same kind of thought process. It was one of my worst traits. I used to be extremely emotionally driven in the past. I suggested we go to marriage counselor, and all hell broke loose. She said vile things to me, like how she realized she settled down with me after getting better and that she could do much better than me.
Damn.
And said I am insecure and other things. This woman used to be the sweetest person on earth, and I was shocked after hearing these things that she said to me. She filed for divorce the following month, and I did not hear much from her other than some lawyer talks, I guess. Our court scene is scheduled to be next month, and my lawyer told me that there is a high chance it'll be concluded then. There is not much to share. Similar income, only shared asset is our joint account of our bank account. Similar savings and no kids. House is my mom, so it's out of the division.
Yay.
So he's kind of getting out of it,
Like scot-free almost.
or as good as you can.
Yeah.
I accepted my marriage is going to end like that. Last week she called crying and told me that she regrets everything.
Was she gained 15 pounds?
Probably. She apologized over and over, but I felt disappointed. Not angry, not sad, but just disappointed. She did not text me or even call me once since the divorce started, up until this point.
He's just like, you know what? Don't tell me. Tell it to the diddler. And he fucking hangs up.
I did not even know where she had been since she had left my home. I told her there is no going back now. She has been messaging me nonstop. My family supports my decision and tell me that I should not back down. My in-laws were shocked whenever they heard about the divorce. They are now telling me to rethink everything.
Nah, you should have fucking raised your daughter better.
Yeah.
The fuck was that? Was that you? I'm like, what? Because it sounded over here on my right side. Is that your phone? Uh-oh. That was weird.
That's what it was.
Oh, okay.
I will 99.9% not back down, but as I said, just looking for validation.
Oh, bro, you gotta go 100.
And maybe wanted to vent. Thank you for reading this, though.
By the way, you know when someone says they give 110%?
Mm-hmm.
You know what the 10% is? Steroids.
Yes. Every time.
That or cocaine.
Or crack.
Or crack.
So the title for this one, by the person that reposted this from Am I the Asshole, is...
My guess is yes.
he was the guy that posted it anyway was part of the Am I the Asshole?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody's like, oh, you're not the asshole. She is. But the person that reposted this to Oh No Consequences, they titled it, My wife left me after she got in shape and now wants to get back together. Oh,
but
no.
She got out of shape.
Exactly. She got back out of shape again.
Weird.
Alrighty. Next one. This person puts, I, a 42-year-old female, have a daughter, Mia, 17, who attends online
school. I have a daughter, 47. I would be fucking around with people so much. I, a 37-year-old man, have a daughter, a 32-year-old daughter. When she was 5 years old.
Who attends online school, and her best friend, Emily, is the same age, who she met in 6th grade. Last year, Mia started slipping with her grades a lot. She did have trouble in school before, but it was usually just math and science-based subjects.
Jesus, math. You can learn this fucking brutal.
You can relate to that?
I'm so good at no, I used to be good at science because back in 6th grade, the teacher would yell out your grade.
Yeah.
Depending on while she was grading the class. So it'd be like Steven, 86. And then like Noah, 89. No, it was always the number one.
Yeah.
Back then. And I guess it just fell off. So I'm relatively smart if I apply myself. I just don't do it.
Math doesn't stick for you.
Yes, but not like practical math.
Practical math, yes.
Like, working in retail, you can knock out change, no problem. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Like that, like off the top of my head.
It's the algebra.
It's like it's some random stuff. Like I don't need to know I should say trigonometry. The fucking trigonometry. It's like beyond trigonometry. That's goddamn trigonometry. It's the science of the mathematics for time travel trigonometry.
It's the 8th-dimensional math.
But like stuff like that, like geometry and like trigonometry, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna be a fucking architect.
Like if you learn it, fine, but I don't think you need to. Like you need to learn it for normal, basic, everyday shit.
Like those guys in ancient times using the fucking trajectory of the sun to find out the fucking Earth is round. Like I wouldn't even know.
It's like, no, I live here. I don't
That
know.
bitch is flat.
All right. So she struggled in these 2 classes, right? And reached out for help whenever she needed it. This was due to a mental health crisis since our house had burned down.
God,
A lot of valuable,
dang.
a lot of valuable things were
You
lost.
should have left with that.
Also, varying health scares and surgeries with close family members also contributed to this. I put Mia into counseling and worked out a deal with her school, where, in short, she only had to keep her grades passing or above passing in order to graduate. So not
So just
straight-
regular fucking clerk
yeah.
passing. Yeah, that's normal. That's how you pass.
I,
That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
so she D's.
Yeah. Like, oh, thank you. Passing or barely above passing.
Right.
That's the given.
Apparently not here. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Mia improved a lot after that, and she kept her grades above passing ever since then. For graduation is next month. Susan, Emily's mom, had gotten the same deal, but Emily hadn't bothered to keep up. Emily also was struggling in school, but from what Susan and my daughter says, she doesn't actually try to improve. Mia herself has tried to help Emily on subjects that she does well in, like history and English, in the past, and it did work a little.
I won 2 good things, history and English.
It was for her too. And it did work for a little bit, but then her grades dropped again. I was on the phone with Susan earlier, and she was venting to me about how if Emily didn't complete her overdue work and her grades in the next 2 weeks, she wouldn't graduate and would have to repeat her senior year. She then asked me if Mia could take on the responsibility of getting the majority of Emily's work done so that Emily can have passing grades and graduate.
I'm like, no.
So she basically want
her
her
daughter
daughter
to
to-
do her daughter's full schoolwork.
yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I was really shocked that she would ask and asked her if she was joking about this. Susan confirmed that she was, in fact, not joking. It said that it would be really nice if my daughter would help out her best friend like that.
Hey, man, I got some best friends. I'm not doing your fucking schoolwork.
Fuck that, no.
You'll be all right, bro.
Hey, you'll live. It'll be cool.
Just catch him fucking crying this in the fucking locker room. Will you help back again? I'm 27 years old.
40.
What's a legitimate old age to be still in high school?
20.
Oh Lord, still in high school at 20 fucking years
Or
old.
imagine you're 21 drinking and still in school.
You come into your morning class with a beer. What we learned today, teach.
I gave her a hard no. Not only was that super against the school's policies and could get them both kicked out before graduation, but Emily has an insane amount of overdue work and Mia has her own work to focus on that would really hurt her grades if ignored in favor of Emily's. Susan tried to argue with me and plead her case but I hung up on her without thinking. Later on, Susan sent me multiple screenshots of Emily's overdue homework, 28 in total, and said that Mia would only have to do half of that.
Fucking 14. I ain't doing 14 of nothing.
I told this to my husband, thinking that he'd agree with me that it's an insane request, but to my
I
surprise,
didn't like the fact. Yeah, when you were thinking that he would, I didn't like that phrase at all.
he said that I should consider it since Mia is doing way better in school than she was before, and Emily has been her best friend for 7 years.
I would stop right there, right? I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Are you fucking Emily's mom?"
Exactly. Are you fucking Susan?
Yeah, like, hold on, let's stop the whole conversation here. There ain't no fucking way you side with someone else's wife
No,
over your own.
absolutely
Your
not.
wife could be dead fucking wrong, and you gotta stand on that hill
Yeah.
and hold that fucking line like a dumb moron.
And then say something behind in private.
Yeah, like, bitch, you fucking stupid. The fuck are you thinking?
You don't do it in front of everybody, though. He also thought that it would probably make both girls feel horrible if one graduated while the other one was left behind.
I wouldn't feel that bad.
She's fucking stupid. I don't think I'm an asshole, but Susan and my husband seem to think otherwise.
What the fuck is up with the husband all of a sudden?
I
Let's turn the page here.
I would greatly appreciate outside perspective. And then there's an edit.
Yeah, it says that your husband's fucking her, by the way.
This is the deal that they get their half of their credits waived if they keep their grades at or above passing in their regular courses, and credit recovery courses along with extracurricular work. Also, their GPA gets to be will get a bump too, so they get like credit basically.
Okay.
So even if they have D's, if they get passing grades on everything, they raise them up on their GPA.
So I'm guessing before that they were doing really bad.
Yeah.
to the point that their GPA and their passing grade was so low,
Yeah.
so it had to be passing or above.
Mhm.
So I understand like the logistics of it,
Right.
but at the
The
same
way it's worded.
Wait, was it when it was right earlier? Like, if you get a passing or above passing, like, yeah, you mean the actual thing that you have to get
Right.
mandatorily?
And when it was posted into oh no consequences, they put, am I the asshole for not forcing my daughter to do her friend's homework so she can graduate?
That's another thing. You don't have to ask anyone on Reddit. You know damn well.
You know the answer.
Yeah,
to
there's
it.
no fucking way.
Just like whenever you are an asshole and you still ask the question, you know you're an asshole.
Am I an asshole?
Yes, you are.
Oh,
All right, next one is the title for oh no consequences is cheaters who use website designed for cheaters get blackmailed for cheating.
well. What are the consequences of my own actions?
And this lady's husband was cheating with Susan.
Probably.
So the starts off. Ashley Madison promotes itself as a dating
yes,
site.
Ashley Madison. I've been there 17 times.
Promotes itself as a dating site that helps people cheat on their partners. But newly released consumer complaints filed with the FTC, obtained exclusively by Gizmodo, should probably give any potential cheaters pause.
Fuck.
The site is lousy with extortion attempts, to put it mildly. Gizmodo filed a Freedom of Information Act request for all complaints lodged with the FTC over the past 5 years, and the federal agency says it located 282 in total. The FTC released 200 complaints, most involving extortionists who trick users into giving them naked photos or having a video chat.
Can I be honest? Can I just solve everyone's problem here? I know it's tough, but like the people that consistently cheat, the problem isn't that you're a cheater. It's that you're probably in the wrong type of relationship.
Yes.
Like if you're constant need to explore extramarital affairs, then you need to find a relationship of equal found base, I guess. So like if you like to have sex with people outside of your marriage, you either need to be a swinger, you need to find a polyamorous relationship. You can't,
Don't keep staying with the same person if you're just gonna cheat.
Yeah, you can't. It's not fair to them. It's not fair to you. You got to figure out, you know what I mean? I had a notebook, right? And I put an upside down pineapple on it. There's the swinger symbol. I'm completely single. I just do it just to fuck with people. When they see me outside walking with my notebook with a fucking upside down pineapple, it's like, oh, you swing? It's like, no, I don't. I'm just saying that just to be.
It's like, I like pineapples.
Okay, so
I like upside down pineapple cake.
it's not even the fact it's an upside down pineapple, right?
Yes.
But it's under this group, this specific type that's called butts on cheek or cheeks on or butt cheeks on things.
Yeah.
So it's an upside down pineapple with a butt cheek. So it's got like a fat ass on the butt. So it's like an upside down ass now. Because I bought the whole collection, right? I got a basketball with an ass cheek. I got a gumball machine with a butt cheek, and every gumball inside has a butt cheek. I got a football with a butt cheek, a pickle with a butt cheek. I got a cupcake with some ass. Like it's just like it's like cheeks on things or something.
Yeah.
It was at the retail store I worked at, and it was in the vending machines, and I bought them all, and I got the whole collection. I got a snowman with an ass cheek, and I just thought it'd be funny to take the pineapple and turn it upside down on my notebook. So every time they see it, it's like it's like, I don't know, it just fits.
It's a conversation starter.
It is. It's like, sir, do you swing? Like, no, but damn it, do I like confusing people? But then I'm just saying, like, it's difficult. Like in our day and age, a marriage is a monogamous relationship between two people.
Yes.
And they can't, swinging is like outside the boundary.
Well, the problem too is that it seems like marriages recently have become more of what you would have considered
Like
dating.
contracts.
Well, it's like dating at this point. It's like, don't get married unless
You're fully committed.
really committed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it might be hard to actually commit to something, but if you're going to get married, there's a reason that there is marriage.
There's a reason I don't have a tattoo.
Right.
Because tomorrow I'll be like, oh, fuck.
Right. Like, it's the same kind of thing, though. You should think of it as something like it's not just for fun or, for this is for tax reasons and all that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, for my green card.
Even then, because then they're going to get the green card and leave. But,
Well,
but seriously, like, if you're going to get married and you can't be with one person,
right.
don't get married.
Don't cheat.
Then you won't be cheating.
Exactly.
If you don't get married, like,
So I'll never understand extramarital affairs.
it's Like you should only get married if you're going to be able to be with one person forever.
And if you need a green card. Moving on.
No way will pay for it. It's fine. If you need a green card, just hit him up. What's
I
that?
need a green card.
Both need one. All right, so
So let's look at this dirty bastard cheating.
the extortionists then turn around and demand money, telling the victims that if they refuse, they'll be exposed to friends, family, and employers.
Oh, not my friends and family. You gotta pick one.
She took a screen recording of my face and my genitals, and they started demanding I pay her, and she would upload the video and ruin my life. One typical complaint from a user in Texas reads.
I'm like, too late. Everyone see my dick. Moving on.
Most of the sextortionists, as they label it,
Extortionist.
sextortionists,
Oh, sextortionist.
appear.
Sounds like a fucking limited series on Playboy TV. They had the weirdest shows on Playboy TV. Back when I used to watch it, when I had it on Dish,
Yeah,
it'd be like The Boy Next Door. And it'd be about this guy named Danny Vegas.
yeah.
It was like a scripted show, like a comedy show, like a sitcom,
Oh God.
without the the laugh track
Yeah,
of Danny Vegas trying to make it big as a porn star in this small town, like on the outskirts of Chicago. And like, I don't know, I never liked the character, him.
Yeah.
But I liked everyone else around it. And so it was basically a sitcom with hardcore sex. It worked. His parents kept catching him in the basement trying to make videos. Like, you can't do this in this house. It's like, but I gotta be famous. He tried to get on the dating website, but instead of like doing like regular stuff, like I like to go, I like to read, ride bikes. He's like, I like deep DPs and deep throating, and I'm like, God damn.
he had everything.
And instead of a picture of his face, it's a picture of his fucking cock. I'm like, you don't really know how to date a real person, do you?
Now it would just be considered trolling.
I have my fucking back.
So most of the sextortionists appear to be asking for roughly $1,000 to $2,000 at first. Then, though they can escalate quicker, even if their initial payment is made.
Fuck that, man. There, you can't beat an extortionist.
No,
In terms of like, you can't stop them. Like, they're always keep asking for more money.
why wouldn't they?
So you might just do the Letterman thing, go to the police,
Right.
and then show up on your show the next day, be like, listen, people, I have been fucking some of my employees.
But hey, at least he came forward with it.
Yeah.
A lady messaged me and told me she found out my wife's name, Facebook, and our home address, and she is demanding $2,000, or she was going to send the information of my profile to my wife. Another complaint from Arkansas explains. People who say that they paid the extortionist often complain that it didn't stop the scammers from demanding more payments.
No, I didn't. No. It wasn't fair and square.
Again, that's why this is all under oh no, consequences. Let's see here. And that the results in a predictable downward spiral of futility for the victims. Gizmodo filed
A downward spiral of futility. Wow, what a fucking good set of words.
Gizmodo filed another Freedom of Information Act to request all the complaints logged with the FTC. Another one puts, she took a screen recording of my, oh, no, that's the same. Why does it show? Okay. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. After I pay them, they ask for more money.
They still want more money. I don't understand.
I have a feeling this isn't going to stop, and I don't know what to do. One user from Michigan wrote.
I'm like, man, it's not a fucking payment plan where you pay enough, they stop. It's never going to end.
Ashley Madison has long been a target for extortionists and moral crusaders, with the site suffering a massive data breach back in 2015 after it got hacked. The anonymous
That's how I got caught.
a data breach.
Like, damn it.
The anonymous hackers demanded that the site be taken down, or they'd release detailed information about their users. After about a month, the hackers made good on their threat, releasing roughly 10 gigabytes of information.
God dang. That doesn't seem that much in the long scheme of things.
On the site's 37 million users.
Yeah, but 10 gigabytes? If it was like a fucking 18...
No, these are 10 gigabytes of names.
Oh, that's a lot of names.
Like, not of...
Oh, that's a lot, actually. You don't need that much gigabytes for just words.
Yeah, these are text documents.
Oh, Lord.
These aren't pictures. These are text documents.
Oh, yeah, everybody there.
37 million users.
Damn.
That led to
got me.
that led to the high-profile consequences, including everything from the registration of a state attorney in Florida to the suicide of a pastor in New Orleans.
Oh, yeah.
But even after
They even got Anthony Weiner.
that dude,
I fucking love that documentary. I love the fact that the documentary. If you ever seen the documentary Weiner about that guy that was running for office in New York, Anthony Weiner,
Yeah.
the documentary. It's just called Weiner. So I thought it was a porn. I'm like, this isn't porn. And like, so the documentary is about him trying to come back from a scandal, a sex scandal, before they started filming the documentary.
Yeah.
And it was him trying to come back, and it was going great, right? Like it was like an actual awesome he's rebuilding the trust with the people, his wife, everybody. Like he's gonna be running for mayor, right? During the filming of the documentary of Anthony Weiner, who was trying to recover from a sex scandal that almost ruined his political career, he got hit with another scandal during the filming of the scandal that he was trying to recover from. So during the filming of the documentary, trying to recover from a sex scandal, he got caught in another sex scandal.
How stupid are you?
Well, you know, what was it, like Carlos Danger was his username?
But then again, with a name like Anthony Weiner, what'd you expect?
And like, you know what sold the entire documentary? Because it was like a movie, right?
Yeah.
Because you can't write that stuff.
No.
That the fucking whole documentary was him recovering from a sex scandal, and in the fucking documentary, he got caught with another. I think it writes itself. What the pivotal moment, the scene that like encapsulated the entire documentary in one 30 seconds was CNN had the photos of the woman that he was hooking up with. He had sent her a screenshot of his cock, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they pulled it up on CNN or some website or some channel that was uncensored, right?
Yeah.
And was sold the documentary from was his wife Huma was there, right? The minute because it's his wife, the minute the picture came up, she looked at it for a split second and looked dead right back at him because she knew damn well that was his fucking. I was like, well, and he's just like looking at the screen. He's not looking at her at whatsoever. He's like, how do I get out of this? It's just like the way, it was a millisecond. She saw it and she looked right back at him because she knew it was his. Because there was no face in it, just his,
I mean, that's gotta be embarrassing.
It was watching him there. And it ruined his political career for the second time. And then he tried for a third time, if you don't recall, and he got caught with a sex scandal with an underage woman that sent him to jail.
Yeah.
So this man cannot catch a break.
Well, like I said, with the name like Anthony Weiner,
Man was the thirstiest politician I've ever seen.
no, think about it though. There's you're named out of everything, and your last name's Weiner, and that's what you send pictures of to everybody.
I mean, if his name was Richard Weiner, so Dick Weiner would have been hilarious. But I feel bad for his wife because the minute that picture came up,
all she took is 1 second to know.
Yeah, like that's his, all right.
It's like, you son of a bitch.
She must have been so angry. Well, yeah, she was fucking pissed. Not to mention, she was like a close associate to Hillary Clinton.
Mm-hmm.
So that kind of, oof.
I'm surprised Hillary didn't have her killed.
Yeah, she did. She tried to convince her to divorce Anthony Weiner.
That would have been smart.
Yeah, especially after the 16-year-old or whatever how old she was.
Yeah. All right, so
we men are fucking animals.
Most of the complaints
we're like one calamity from a fucking going back to being feral.
Yeah. They're like pigs.
Like the fucking caveman.
It's like pigs. You know how pigs after one generation they're feral again?
Yeah, that's gonna be us. I swear, we men are fucking beasts. Like fucking watching the Planet of the Apes movies. That's basically
Yeah, kind of.
What a wonderful day. I've been watching that all over TikTok.
Yeah.
Say his words. Say his words. I've just been walking around like a monkey.
Yeah.
Ow, that one bit. Oh, my back. Sorry, guys. I'm a little bit under the weather.
All right, continuing on. But even after such a devastating hack, the site is still around, and scammers seem to be everywhere.
Kobo Weaker.
Some of the complaints involve victims who at first refused to pay, only to see the scammer then claim to be a minor, for the consequences.
Fuck.
For which the consequences could be much greater than embarrassment.
Yeah. You mean, yeah.
Jail.
Jail time.
Most of the complaints are about attempts at extortion, but not all of them are from people in committed monogamous relationships. Given the way for Ashley Madison is marketed, it's easy to understand why extortionists believe the site is a target-rich environment for people who are trying to conceal affairs.
Some of them are swingers, probably.
Yeah. The FTC redacted...
Just like me. I'm what you call a faux swinger.
A faux swinger?
F-A-U-X. I'm not really a swinger because I'm not in a relationship. I'm actually a virgin.
No, that would be funny. The FTC redacted sensitive and private information in the complaints before they released to Gizmodo, making it impossible to independently verify each claim. But given the common experiences reported from the users across the country, we feel it's valuable to see what consumers are saying about any given product or service, whether it's hidden cameras at Airbnbs, deadly flea collars, or crypto platforms like FTX.
I would be that asshole journalist, right? That would I would look at the names, right? So then I would go to the houses of the men while they're like at home on Sundays with their family. Like, sir, is this you on Ashley Madison, right? Can I get your comments on how you like the site? They'd be so fucking pissed at me.
Alrighty. And I think, let's see here.
Oh,
if you don't die first. Let's see. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Two more.
Say his words.
We got two more here.
Say his words. We gotta go see that movie.
Say
his words.
You'll be walking out of there like a chimpanzee.
Fucking crazy. Yeah, basically.
Next one is titled, Am I the Asshole?
If I was as strong as a chimp, you imagine at my height being actually as strong as a chimpanzee?
That'd be terrifying.
No kidding, right?
It's already terrifying.
Some fucking 6'8" guy like, what you gonna do? And I just fucking pick him up and throw him across the fucking room.
Oh.
And chimps are strong.
I know. Why do you think Kong is so strong?
Yeah, well, he's a gorilla, isn't he?
It's still an ape. The apes are stronger than chimpanzees.
Fucking gorillas are fucking. Aren't chimpanzees and apes?
Chimpanzees are.
They're not monkeys.
They're part of apes, but gorillas are like great apes.
Gorillas are, yeah,
like
some big boys.
Yeah, it's like a silverback.
Like that little girl was like pounding her chest, and that gorilla slammed into the fucking window screen. Remember that?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You seen a couple of people walk away with brown spot running down their legs?
You know what makes them so scary is how fucking fast they are.
I know, for as big as they are.
Yeah, they are fucking quick. That shit is terrifying.
All right, this one is, am I the asshole for getting it elsewhere since my wife didn't want to have sex anymore?
That's a tough one. I mean, yes, you can't cheat, but I mean, if you can't live without it, you have to talk to her, and you have to amicably move apart.
All right, so let's see what you think after this little.
I'm a mature adult in a little boy's body.
That sounds so wrong.
I did that. Sounded the nastiest thing I've ever fucking said. Actually,
you got a bad rating in court.
Oh my God, Your Honor, that's not what I meant. I mean, I have a physical body of a child, but I'm a grown man. I'm not in a child. Your Honor.
It's like, let the court recorder mark this down. All right, so this person puts, a few months ago, I posted my relationship advice for another sub. Basically, my wife had decided to unilaterally that we are done having sex.
We reached the limit, huh?
She found out that she cannot have kids due to a choice that she made whenever we met. And kids apparently are the only reason that she is still willing to have sex.
What the fuck? I'd be gone.
I love my wife, and I enjoy being intimate with her, but it was making our marriage untenable for 2 years of this. So I posted for advice. I got a lot of great support and suggestions about how to talk to my wife. I tried a lot of it. I started going for counseling for myself as well. But no matter how I approached her about the situation, she would not try to see it from my point of view. Every discussion would end with her crying or screaming in my face that I am trying to emotionally manipulate her.
Nothing like gaslighting.
Yep. I then wrote her a letter outlining my feelings and asking her to come with me for a counseling session to seek it for herself, perhaps go to see a doctor. I was kind and loving in the letter. The last thing I wanted to do was set her off. I work on the wording with my counselor to make sure it wasn't saying anything aggressive that could be misinterpreted later. She read the letter, then scrawled across it with red Sharpie. Go get it elsewhere because you're not getting it from me.
Oh, I see how it is.
Then she walked out. I sat there for about an hour doing nothing. Then I told myself that what was I going to do?
Divorce, I guess. I mean, there's no other option.
We are both fairly successful in our jobs. I'm not super attractive, but I'm fit and a good talker. I took a while, but I met someone. We started out as just friends, but it became physical. I made sure I made sure that she knew that I was married. She is not interested in a relationship, so I guess I am safe. I'm a safe option for her. Because she's not looking for a relationship and he just wants some.
She just wants a D. Bum, 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 bum.
My wife found out because I did not try to hide it. She was crying whenever I got home one night. When I came in, she asked if I was going to leave her. I said no.
Like, probably.
She asked if I was cheating on her, and I said I was getting sex elsewhere. She said that I was cheating, and I did not disagree with her.
No, I used the condom. It doesn't count.
I asked her what she wanted to do. She said I had to stop. I asked her if she was going to start having sex with me then.
That would, like, there's no, like, because, like, if she doesn't want to,
Right.
you can't force her. So you're at an impasse.
Yeah.
You're still, sexually active, or you still want to be.
Yeah.
And she's not. So, I mean, there's nothing you can do, but split up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but that's the only option you guys have.
She said I was an irrational asshole.
I have a degree of psychology.
If I thought that she would have sex with me after I cheated. I went to my desk and pulled out a photocopy of the letter I wrote with her answer on it and the red Sharpie.
Why not just pull out the actual letter?
That's what he did. He apparently he made photocopies of that letter.
We just started throwing them around the house, just hanging them everywhere.
I went to have a shower and go to my room to sleep because apparently they're sleeping in separate rooms.
I would have meant so.
Whenever I woke up, she was sitting on the couch waiting to talk. She said that she had reread the letter and that she realized she had not before. That she didn't even read the letter the last time.
What the fuck did she just mark out in fucking red marker?
Yeah. Apparently she maybe read like a couple of lines and
The first one, like, we fucking or not? And that was the first line.
She assumed it was just a letter begging for sex. She said that she would go for counseling alone and with me. All I had to do was stop having sex elsewhere. I said I would be willing to pause my friendship until we saw a counselor, and that if I saw progress in our relationship, I would break it off completely. She said that she would not agree to counseling without me leaving the other woman first. It almost turned into a fight, so I just went for my run. Before I left, I asked her what would compel her to go to counseling if I stopped having sex elsewhere. Whenever I got back, she said that she still did not have an answer. She couldn't even say that our relationship was worth saving. I don't want a divorce, but I am willing to leave over this. I'm 28. I am not going the rest of my life without sex.
No kidding.
She refuses to see my side of it still.
Yeah, I mean, like, at that point,
You might as well, like...
yeah, because even if she agrees to it, the level of, like, comfort and intimacy would be gone.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, it would be fucking terrible.
I mean, I wouldn't consider you necessarily an asshole for it, but
No.
you might as well go ahead and with that
Yeah,
divorce.
just get that divorce and move on.
If you don't have kids, like, obviously she can't, so you don't have
That's all she
kids.
wants to have, so it's like, what's the point?
Right. And if she doesn't love you or anything, like...
Apparently not. Doesn't even enjoy it. I mean, what, are you that bad? I don't understand. Like, it just
I
doesn't.
mean, he couldn't have been too bad at it if they got married. Like,
No, but she only wanted it for the children.
but he had to have been decent at it though. And then it's like, I can't have kids. I don't want it no more.
Well, that means he was bad at it. Or, like, if you fucking rocked her world, she'd be like, I don't give a
Well, the other girl's
fuck.
cool with it.
Yeah, she's probably better at it herself.
Could be.
So I don't know. Like, it's pointless. Like, at that point, there's if trying to come to an agreement, like, we can only have sex on weekend,
And
it would just be terrible.
if it's more of like a contract, it's
Right?
probably
Like,
not.
it fucking sucks.
Yeah, and you're only 28. You might as well move
Might as well
on.
go on Ashley Madison. You won't give a fuck if you get blackmailed.
Exactly. Like some of the other people, it's like, go ahead and blackmail me. It's fine. And the last one we have here today was it was a post that somebody grabbed off of, I think one of the, like a Yelp type thing. Right.
Jesus, Yelp.
Yeah.
God dang.
They reposted it on Reddit, obviously, but,
All the way to Yelp, huh?
and this was on PetSmarts.
Oh Lord, what happened?
So this person, Sarah L., the one that posted this horrible, oh no consequences thing, she put, my husband and I have shopped here consistently for years, but we will be using a different location from now on.
Ain't nowhere else, girl. It's only PetSmart. You gonna go to Walmart for your dog food?
They will literally lock the doors right in front of your face if you show up 2 minutes after closing.
Hey man, I've done that before. We closed. Hey, we closed. We closed.
I knew you'd love that one.
We closed. I don't make the rules. I just follow them.
Yeah, I mean, even whenever I worked in retail, a lot of the businesses, they have computer systems that say everything has to be done at a certain time.
Yep.
And the alarm company, if you're there after 10 minutes after closing, because you got to get everything done.
Right.
If you're not out of that building, the alarm sets. Like,
I'm sorry, man. We closed. We opened from this to this. If you can't be within this and this, that's your fault.
exactly.
They get so mad at you, like it's your fault. Like
What did I do?
did I make you not manage your time well?
Exactly. But apparently, a lot of people do that. I remember it though. I remember somebody threw brakes at a window. So
Like if you open at like here's the problem. Like if you close at 9,
Mhm.
people will get there at 8:58.
yes,
If you closed at 11, they get there at 10:58. Like
Yes.
they just do that on purpose.
yes, because they're assholes.
Exactly.
And then that's when they wander around and look around. It's like, the fuck are
They
you
don't,
doing?
want to grab anything. They just want to fucking meander around the goddamn store.
Oh yeah. Like, don't get me wrong. I have been to businesses when it's like 15 minutes to close time, but as I know what I want, I run in there, go straight to what I want, come straight back to the register, and I'm out still with like 10 minutes to spare.
Exactly.
Like if I'm going to be pushing the time limit on a business closing, I'm going to make every use of that minute that I'm running to the back and coming to the front, because it's like, like when you get off work late or something like that and you're trying to hurry, but at least I'm putting some effort into, hustling through the damn store.
I had a guy be like, I gotta get some toilet paper, please. I'm like, well, you gotta wipe your ass. Come on in. Didn't buy a lick of toilet paper. Bought some
Exactly.
he bought some fucking Christmas wrapping paper.
Oh
I'm
my
like, oh, you
God.
gonna wipe your ass with Christmas wrapping paper, huh?
He's going to make it festive.
That fucking liar.